Hi, this is going to be a whatever comes out reading. The Daily Dharma is uploading as we speak, and that shall be out very, very soon following this video. We have context and time coming out under the deck here on the split. Let's see what this deck wants to talk about today. If you like the decks, check out the description box below the video. They'll be listed there. Listen to the friction. Very interesting. So some type of challenge, dilemma, or exchange, something along those lines came out in the Daily Dharma today, so maybe this is an extension for some. The friction has something to tell us, so as we listen to that, there's the discernment card here. Some type of deep reflection. Her heart has an eyeball in it, and she's got a little mandala. Oh, you can't really see it. The mandala hovering above her palm looks like a pomegranate to me right now. So something about Persephone having been, her youth having been stolen from her. You've been through it. The friction has something to teach you further. Clarity is coming as you stretch your capacity beyond your comfort zone, stretch your mental beyond the previous limits. Let's see what we have here. Under the discernment pile, we have absence. Yes, this seems to be related to the Daily Dharma. So absence, loneliness, taking a time out, moving away from something. Maybe Year of the Horse is prominent in someone's energy that we're dealing with here. I know Year of the Horse can be very independent, freedom-loving, and a bit skittish. They're a spook animal, spooked, what do you call that? An animal that's preyed upon, and so it spooks easily. And so loud noises or things happening around the periphery can disrupt and create a fear response, and it's the flight that generally happens with the horse. So yes, and it also is telling me about parents again, because parents were in the previous forecast. Moderation. So if there's been an absent parent in your past making up the entirety of your person, you're being asked to look at these influences with more of a moderate tendency. So this is temperance. Moderation is taking the good and the bad, making sense of it, seeing the human behind the expectation, perhaps for some. And it's definitely, there's a high vibrational influence coming through that wants to speak to us about the ways that things have activated us. And I'm seeing that we've got a lot of gifts that Spirit is speaking into our ear almost. And these hummingbirds, for those that don't know, actually represents my mother in spirit. She showed herself through the hummingbird to me, and it continued. It's interesting. So this may be somebody who has already died on the physical plane, and there are messages and issues resolving through that. And it almost looks like the change going from this moderation. Maybe you've been holding back the essence of who you are in your entirety because of different situations. Maybe there was an absent mother due to circumstances beyond someone's control, or sickness, or work, or her own wounding, or take it as you need. maybe you are feeling that you are the individual that is absent from your relationships due to some type of obligation or something. But there's this opportunity to take this moderation here, this brilliant creative spirit that's been harnessed, and to then stretch beyond the limits of what you perceive to be the edges of your reality, and to really let your hair down, swing it around, I'm kind of hearing, because look at the dynamic nature of the hair coming out, like the canopy of a tree, stretching beyond your means here, and using your discernment to see beyond circumstance into potential and pure potentiality and possibility. Under the clarity deck, we have repetition. That one goes well with these themes. And oh, there's a whole herd of horses here. So perhaps the parent was the horse, or you were the horse. And such an interesting image up here too. It's looking to me like someone who's removing their face, taking a mask off, seeing below. And I'm seeing this necklace. Maybe there's an important necklace. Do you see that spiral at the throat chakra there? Something bubbling up, needing to be expressed. And then we've got the cycles of the moon showing on the repetition card. So there's some kind of habit pattern cycling through your makeup, some type of ancestral patterning that is operating below the surface. I'm seeing under the discernment card, preservation wanted to be shown. So look at the dead and gone being birthing a new reality. So the past is dead and gone. The ancestor or the individual at play here may already be out of your life in some way. But this also showed in the pre-shuffle specialization. It's bringing up something that you are able to specialize in. Under that is reaction, which shows this point of pain. Perhaps there's grief due to unrealized potential with this individual that may have died too young or too soon, or without having had their rest and release period. But there's something about their repetition and us moving away from that, removing the mask that has previously limited either our ancestral lines or some type of circuit that we're going through here, where then we're finding our tribe, because this pack of wild horses, they're running unrestricted. They're out of the box. So it's perhaps taking this death cycle to rebirth ourselves into this point of discernment. What has emerged from this? Under clarity, we have, these are thicker cards. I keep thinking that they have something else, but see that geode right perhaps at the sacral level there, gaining intuition over the sacral chakra issues, our emotional waters, our ability to feel connected, bonded and loved and worthy. Then we have alchemy here under that, and it seems as though this geode here, it's enlivening the hands. Like our hands are literally brought. Okay. What do I want to say? The hands are kind of activated by this circumstance. And then we've got this alliance with spirit happening here, rediscovering that that inner spark, the inner child, and see the adult that is inside the child and the child that is inside this dead and gone persona or circumstance. I believe that what we're seeing here is the healing process happening through the maternal lines and using our discernment to see not what's wrong about it or what still is needing to be healed, but being able to take that and say, now there's this idea of understanding the depths of something and being able to utilize this in some type of way. And even if your calling or your day to day doesn't seem as profound as others, there are so many things that we do as individuals that are on this higher awareness path of healing that we are uplifting and healing exponentially across the ethers, even if we're not even touching other individuals. Our own inner work is awakening the collective. So I'll leave that there. Check back later for more. Thanks a lot.